Good morning. It's another edition of Peter Synthetics. I'm your host, Brian. I really appreciate you guys being part of the channel. Please like and subscribe. And again, you know, we always say at the channel that we go deep. So it's currently about 6:30 in the morning. And I want to show you guys the coolant boost in action. So I have not started my truck yet. It's in my garage. And I'm going to officially put a timer on my phone, and we're going to show you how much quicker this truck warms up after the coolant boost with the coolant. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and just start it up for you, and you can watch the coolant needle now. Okay. So. All right, you guys can see that it's at the low temp end of the needle. All right, you guys can see that. We're at normal RPM. So I'm going to pause this video, and I'm going to I don't know how I can prove it, that, you know, how quick it gets up to speed, but normally at idle speed it would take me like 8 minutes, 9 minutes to get to operating temperature, or what it felt like operating temperature in on the temperature gauge on the truck. So I'm gonna go ahead and set a timer, and it's already been like a minute. So actually, I'll just sit right here and go over some stuff. I'll show you another update. Let me see if I can switch this around. You guys see that? All right, so it's moved off the mark already, and I guarantee you, I have not pre-started this truck or anything like that. This is dead cold overnight, 60 degrees weather, South Georgia, December the 8th, 2021. Okay, so you know, we always talk about things on the channel about Amsoil, but I wanted to offer something else. You know, when you're dealing with your kids, you know, you need to remember that they need validation too, you know, as parents. And so sometimes we do these videos, it makes it seem as if, you know, like, or you know, people that do YouTube, it seems like they're just trying to do things for themselves, quote unquote. And I try to avoid that, because I really want my kids to be involved. That's why we do those that's why I'm doing the dance video with my daughter, because there's really nothing better than doing something with her. It's just been a rough year for us financially, and so if anyone would like to donate, I've thought about setting up a Patreon, but it's kind of like, I feel like that's kind of e-begging, so I don't want to e-beg. So I'm gonna see if I can figure out a way to put a timer on the video so you can see, because I'm gonna go ahead and turn it around now and let you guys see where we're at. Okay, and now this is a 2006 this is a 06 Chevy Silverado 1500. It's got the 5.3 gasoline, and we have a video, and I'll put that in the description. I may put it up here, okay, where you can see the video where we flush the coolant and put in the coolant booster. Now the coolant booster is a tri-surfactant technology. I don't have a bottle with me right now because I'm about ready to take my kid to school or to the bus stop. And what it is see, water and the water in coolant creates let me get this thing straight here, creates a water barrier, okay? And what the water barrier does is it's like surface tension on water. Like when you take water and pour it on your table or a counter and you see it like bubble over, instead of it bubbling, okay, this stuff would actually make the water like spread out thinly over the table or the counter. And so that's what the coolant booster does inside the motor, okay? The motor, inside the radiator, inside the coolant system, That's what it does inside the coolant system, is it spreads out evenly and it allows the molecules to be transferred much quicker. So we dissipate the heat faster to the radiator, so the radiator has a chance to actually do its job. Because a lot of coolant manufacturers, and I need to do some research on who actually manufactures coolant in the United States, as far as like, not Amsoil, because I know who does that one. We manufacture it. We have some parties and we blend it, at the plant. But we've got, there's like the normal green, like your O'Reilly's brand or Napa brand or whatever, like the regular green coolant. I'd like to find out who actually manufactures that. All right, so here we go. I'll make another look. So I guess it's been about 6.5 minutes, and we're at almost to the next mark. And it would normally take like 15 minutes maybe. I don't know. I never really timed it before, but it felt like 10 minutes. But I've never just sat here and watched it rise. So I've never timed it, okay? So I'm not going to sit here and tell you, well, it's been exactly 10 minutes and 38 seconds to get to operating temperature, and that wouldn't be true at all. I don't know exactly what it did before, like on regular coolant, like the Dex Cool. Because I did just flush it about 3 or 4 months before I became a dealer 6 months ago. So it's probably something like, if I had to give it a fair guess, to be really honest with myself, it would probably be like 10 or 12 minutes. But I don't want to change what I said before, 8 to 10 minutes before, because now I'm watching it and I can come on and kind of estimate, and I could say that to you, and I'm not going to do that. So it probably could have been 12 minutes, but I'll just stand on my 10-minute mark. And so we're at about 8 minutes now or so on the video screen, but it's probably not 8 minutes. It's probably more like 6.5, because I talked for a little bit in the beginning. So orderoil24.com is my website. I'm trying to reinvent myself a little bit as far as doing it online, because I love this Amsoil stuff, but it's not the only thing that I'm interested in. I'm actually a computer guy. I've been doing that 25 years. I've been involved in IT for a really long time, and I've had a lot of fun doing that. But I'm actually, trying to figure out a way, and I think what I'm just going to do is just try to, there's a guy on TikTok that just kept doing different things until he found something that worked. And I think I've got a few ideas. I'm going to try to make that work and try to tie it into Amsoil, because I really want to do Amsoil for the rest of my life. I really just even if I, made money on YouTube, I'd still want to go out and travel with my wife and go do, go to car shows and festivals and things like that and sell Amsoil. So we're approaching the 9-minute mark, and I'm going to give you guys another update. So we're almost at the hash. In fact, I think we're actually at the hash now. Or about at it. Operating temp is right before that 210. That hash right before the 210. So the one to the left, that's the actual operating temp. Now I've also got the heat on, the defrost on. So that could affect, normal warm-up time in my mind when I said 10 minutes. before. So it, that could be a factor. I never really, I should have timed it, but I didn't think about it. I just, I didn't have that kind of foresight. But what I would like to do, I've actually got a video that I'm going to be doing with my buddy. We're going to be changing his oil on his F-150. He's got that 5.4, and we're going to do his oil, and we're also going to do his coolant. So what I will do there is I will time it before, from dead cold. In fact, I may do that tomorrow after he, I wonder how I'm going to be able to do that dead cold before we actually do it, because we're doing it this weekend. I might ask him to do an actual video of it, or I might be able to go over there and warm his truck up tomorrow morning and actually get it for you guys so that you can actually see it. So I want to take that time in order to do that for you guys. So now on the video we're approaching 11 minutes, and so we're probably at the 10-minute mark for the full operating temp. Yeah, this is like idling at 400 RPM. I just hit it once, just trying to see if it was actually, that's where it's supposed to be at, if it was just like temporarily just kind of running low. But yeah, it's around 400, 500. All right, I'm going to show you guys again where we're at. Yeah, so we're right at the mark still. That's kind of odd. I will tell you, if I'm driving this thing, it would have already been heated up already. It would have only taken like 2 minutes, literally. And I'll show you guys that. I'll do that another video, or I may do another video and tag it at the end of this video. I'm not sure what I'll do on that, but I do want to say that I appreciate you guys, being a part of the channel and continuing to watch. If you guys have ideas for videos, I would love to be a part of it and know what is in your mind about that. If you have ideas for me, if there's something that I can do, I've got several things in the works that we're actually working on. So there's a lot of secrets coming your way, and it's not just related to Amsoil, because I don't want, this channel is about Amsoil and my ability to sell Amsoil and my want to sell Amsoil, because there's 1,000 people that want to sell you Amsoil. Amsoil is a quality product. In fact, it is the highest quality product on the market for motor oil. It just, period. There's no other motor oil that's as high as quality. Okay. There may be better oils for different specific niche applications that Amsoil is not subscribed to, but there's not a lot that actually don't exist on that. So Amsoil just really has a great base for people. So if it's like something like racing water-cooled go-karts or something, we may not have the specific application for that, or like a jet ski that has a new kind of engine, or I'm just trying to think of something that we wouldn't have, because we've pretty much covered all the bases with combustion engines. Now we've got, and people are talking about electric vehicles, but there's always going to be something for electric vehicles. They have to have coolant. They've got coolant in them. Yeah, they've got coolant in the electric vehicles. We've actually got some coolant for Tesla. It's kind of cool. I'd love to meet a Tesla person. Let's do a coolant flush on a Tesla. That would be really nice. So, all right, we're going to do another check. We're still not at operating temp. Yeah, it's kind of odd that we're not at operating temp. Oh, it's rapidly going up now. But I guarantee you it took longer than this. I mean, it really took longer than this. Before. It would still be sitting at 160, 170, 180. And it's starting to get there. So we're at about 15 minutes on the video. So looks like we're about there. We're getting there. We're getting close. Yeah, we're almost there. Okay. So one more thing about Amsoil. Amsoil is invented by a veteran, Vietnam veteran, 1972, in the Air National Guard. And he realized that synthetic oils were the only thing that was going to be able to hang with the violent nature of jet engines. Okay, the engines just require a very high quality oil. And Al Amatuzio said, hey, why doesn't it work for cars? So basically in 1972, he got an SAE approval. That's the Society of Automotive Engineers, and the API, which is the American Petroleum Institute. And he got all that squared away there for Amsoil, 100% synthetic oil. And you can go 25,000 miles on that oil ever since 1972. Yep, you can. All right, we're at operating temperature. Okay. So that's going to be sitting at right at 16 minutes. So again, my name is Brian, and I just really appreciate you guys being a part of the channel. Hey, there's the kid, the dancing kid. Yeah, we're going to school. So we just did a video on getting it up to operating temp. But anyway, so without further ado, just want to say thank you guys for being part of the channel. And like and subscribe. If you guys have any other questions or anything else, just put it in the comment section. And we're off to the bus stop.
Check out OrderOil24.com.